Hope you all are having a good day. It is Monday. Mm, mm-mm. We are still up here with the Hopi folk at their spot in the world. Had a couple of good days since we got here. Lots of conversation going on. And what we're probably going to Skywatchers here the rest of this week. Not today, but tomorrow or Wednesday. Whenever Jamie's got stuff to do this week, so whenever he's got stuff to do, we're pulling out, and pretty sure we're coming back next week. He wants us to go hang out at a spot where we're secluded, um, so we can discuss a little more openly, I guess, and feel a little more comfortable and get to know each other a little more. I'm learning an awful lot about their culture. Um, I'm pretty fucking encouraged uh, about getting this message through because a lot of the discussion the last few days have been on detail. Like I'm explaining what a CME is, showing them how these monitors work in ISWA and stuff, and the solar wind, how that's like it's fucking solar wind, and it's a totally opposing polarity and all this stuff. So that's what we've been going through, a lot of the details and stuff about this because he feels the need to get it right, and I'm very happy with that myself. So we've been sitting and talking for hours, man. It's been great. Um, anyway, when we get out to his place, we'll probably do a live if we can do the signal thing out there. I don't know what signal's like. I guess it's about 30 miles from here. I'm gonna wager it's probably even better than out here because I got to fight for signal here. Um, which is one of the reasons I'm not really going live. It's like a job to keep this fucking feed going. It is what it is. But I'm giving y'all reports. He's probably coming back today to do uh, another chat session with me. Um, I'm really liking the guy. We have a lot of common ground, and I mean a lot of common ground. So, just things in his childhood, stuff like that. It's kind of he was kind of crazy. But there's different words in the language. There is no uh, equivalent in English. So we're making sure he has all the information correct. He's been recording and then going over what we've been talking about, coming back with questions and stuff. And I'm like, this is awesome. It's kind of like sitting around with Bryce, but times 10, man. It's pretty cool. I'm sitting here learning about their culture, and they've definitely got the three sons in it and all that stuff, everything that I've noticed, of course, since we read that hieroglyph. And it's a beautiful. Unity is the only way. Unity is the only way. We're tribe Earth. Um, we're tribe Earth. What can I say? We got one beautiful marble we're all sitting on, flying through space. We're fixing to switch suns. Things are already crazier than they should be. Did you see? Sure, you did. The polar vortex uh, report came out on a totally separate fucking conversation. Then did you see? uh anyway, um yeah, I read that a few minutes ago. The way they try to normalize a clockwise rotation growing bigger and bigger every year on the fucking surface of the planet in the stratosphere is fucking mind boggling. How nobody's just fucking projectile puked when they read that shit. I'm like, how do you print stuff like this with your name on it? Hi, cat. It's just so many people are so fucking willfully fucking stupid, willfully fucking ignorant today that they can get away with this shit. You don't have clockwise rotating fucking massive fucking storms on the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere for that fact. I mean, like, this is fucking huge, man. And they talking about, I mean, granted, on the southern hemisphere, they're all clockwise rotations, but they're not a polar vortex. It's like, oh, damn, man. These, they're not that big. And they're oblong and they're explaining why it's changing. I tell you why it's changing, because there's a big ass planet with that fucking sun that's really close to us now from when it fucking began 15 years ago, and that fucking magnet's showing that. There's two right next to each other. Boom, boom. And that's not sun, that's sun and planet. It's not sun and sun. The other sun's over there still. So we can clearly see. Hey, cat, how you doing, huh? Where's my shotgun? Why in the hell do I need my shotgun? Keep the score? No, I never heard of them, cat. What the hell I need a shotgun for? I ain't going deer hunting. Not anytime soon, anyway. I don't think. We might ride down by uh, Skywatchers and catch Walmart for some supplies while uh, Jamie's busy this week. He's an American doctor. Trauma, like like Trump getting shot at again. I'm like, fuck, dude. Woke up this. I think it was yesterday. I was looking at that shit, and it was all like, "Yeah, fucking Trump got fucking shot again, or shot at." I was like, "Yeah, of course he did." They want to drive home that he's going to stop the war, and I'm telling you, man, they're going to give him the election, and then they're going to fucking arrest him late November, right after the election. People are going to freak out. Watch. Damn straight, clear. I know how to yodel. You just don't want to hear it. Ooh, yo, lady, you. Yeah, you don't need a gun. If Creator wants you here, motherfucker could put the gun up to my head and pull the trigger and they'd explode. The bullet would never reach my skull. Somehow. Because Creator's in charge of every atom. I ain't afraid of anything. Creator want me home? It's my motherfucking time. I'm going to do my damnedest not to shoot a motherfucker up in defense. And I'm not worried about anything around here. So I don't know why I need my gun. I have one, and I sleep with it. Nothing has changed there because I mean, everywhere there's assholes and good people. We've learned this, but yeah, I mean, fucking, why would I? We're good. Ain't no security threats over here. Sober people, well, I suppose if you want to be sober, that's great. We all try to be, you know. I don't drink without painting. I aspire to look like Horton's Who, but I'm a little disheveled today. I haven't braided my beard or anything. I don't intend to blow glass. I usually just braid my beard when I blow glass. It like, ah, you know, gets old. Put your braids in sometimes. Yeah, I've been told that all my life, actually. A lot of people tell me I talk like Jeff Bridges, look like Jeff Bridges. That's cool. Maybe we got the same dad. I never met mine. I don't know. Love you, cat. You have yourself a beautiful Monday evening. And Bob Ross would be disturbed if he was still alive right now. And you know good and damn well he was, because ain't no damn happy clouds up there. That's about all he ever. Yeah, he's a happy little cloud. Where'd they go?
Where the little happy
How you doing, dog? What's my favorite movie? Uh, God. See, I don't watch movies very much. Let me think. World War Z. How you like that? We'll just pull that one off because that one came up first. That's a pretty good one. I like zombie movies. I have a feeling we might have got along pretty good too. He seems to have done a good job raising his kid. That's top notch priority to me, man. Raise a good human being, because we ain't got enough of them. So make sure yours is a good human being if you're in charge of their fucking upbringings. What's my favorite food? That varies. How's this? Anything Kimmy cooks. Hands down. Yeah, that's what I heard. Nice Sparky. Thoughts on wanting to sleep on the couch? I guess you've been with women like mine and kind of used to that. You must not like to fight. You got you got a psychotic girlfriend. That's you may have even set up a trip alarm to an alarm. So if she comes through with that knife in the middle of the night, you wake up, you hear it. Oh, you're single. Well, see, having those crazy girlfriends do that to you. They make you all paranoid. Single for 15 years in a row. It happens. Yeah, self inflicted fucking A. I do partake in hemp rope. Hemp rope delivers my deltas and my fucking neuro- neuropathy goes away. So occasionally I have been known to take a hit off the pipe or two. And I make them. I made this one. I also make dragons and all kinds of goblets and coffee pots. You can sit on the stove and boil like a percolator. Good morning, live. Am I at the office? Nope, we're in the land yacht. This is our home for the last 2 years. We left the house. Oh, you know what? You're new, aren't you? I apologize. Hi, my name is Eric Sebastian Briggs. Do not let the fuzz fool you. I'm the guy that authored the Davis Hemp Bill in 2014 that made CBD flower federally legal. I stepped down from such a position because of a plot to kill you. Period. Three-quarters of us must go. They know we live in a multiple sun system. They want you dead before you realize and try to infiltrate their bunkers. I know how crazy that sounds, but here we are. I've been very accurate in their planning and their plotting and telling these viewers what's coming long before it comes. I've sounded way crazier in the past. If I speak now, I'll probably get fucking struck on the channel because of things I have warned about. We have lost 10,000 sub channels because of that warning. I had been warning, and then they started that censorship shit, and then fucking channel. I had lost like five or six, and I'm like, fuck this. Let's get in the fucking RV and go talk to wisdom holders. We've now spoken to 309 tribes, sharing information that I was privy to as a senator's top investigator out of North Carolina, Senator Jim Davis, re-motherfucking publican, told me how you had to die. And been talking about the Trump card, how they're going to play it and pump it up, and then they're going to take it from you because they've been moving in Chinese national immigrants, not mothers and fathers and babies from the border. They have UN fucking troop certifications, and they're fucking flying them in the officers now. So I do hope you're ready for a fucking November, December surprise. We may even get an October surprise. Who the fuck knows? What's up, Jim? How you doing, brother? And each and every one of these folks here actually can verify that I actually hit the day of lockdown, or maybe let's see, let's properly say that. The day Trump signed in the peacetime acquisition form and put everybody into a situation. And then I told everybody 2 weeks later, Wendy's, I didn't say Wendy's, I said the grocery stores are going to have a deficiency they can't explain. So they have to do this 2 weeks before to get the excuse into place. Well, 2 weeks later, the butcher got sick. We couldn't have beef at Wendy's in certain locations. However, right there in the news, they were talking about how they had to humanitarianly kill off the fucking stock because they didn't have food to fucking feed them. So I don't. The grain's been dying for years. We went around to the tribes and let them know why. I didn't ask. We walk up, tell them, hey, I know where your crops are dying. You need cover at night. That blue sun's coming in behind you. That's why your moon is rising crazy and setting crazy. It rolls 180 degrees every night. Orion's up. in the middle of the fucking night now, like fucking 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. You get up, fucking look, there's Orion rising in the east. That motherfucker shouldn't be there. Been there all summer. The winter hunter. Oh yeah, here's the exciting part. You know how Orion usually stands up like this, depending on when we see him, because he's got a couple of different. He doesn't move much. Well, every night at rise, his fucking feet are coming up over the horizon first because he's laying on his back. The fucking drunk. Yeah, they took control a lot longer ago than that. Hi, Brenda. How you doing today? Hopefully you're having an awesome Monday. Your Schumann is fucking spiked. I mean, like, fucking spiked. What's up, Lily? I see that's you. Hot dog on a stick. Oh, Jesus Christ, Skits. I almost shit myself. I was like, no, he didn't. He did not put the hot dog on the stick on his page and talking to God with a hot dog on a stick. No, he didn't do that. He did. He did.
Communicate through radio.
What the fuck? God's talking through AM and a fucking hot dog on a stick, man. I'm fucking done. Fucking done. Oh my God. Well, anybody new comes over here, they need to know who I am because, for God's sake, we've seen crazy shit happen over here. Fucking Five Eyes agents, fucking deep spies show up in your chat or your life off this fucking platform. And it's like, what the fuck? No, hey, look, I'm the guy they don't want you to hear from. I'm the guy that isn't allowed to whistleblow. I've tried every fucking whistleblow and every goddamn news network and everything. I'll tell you what, I've never been wrong in there. I don't say anything I can't say in a fucking court of law. Proven in a fucking court of law. And you should probably go to my community page. I have a few videos over there you need to check out. I've got 800 on this fucking channel. I have taken my time to post up some videos that you new people need to go see. If you don't, big deal. I don't monetize. I'm not clickbaiting. I'm not fucking catfishing you. Anybody here is fucking vouch for everything I've fucking said over the years. I don't embellish because it's fucking insane. I don't need to, for God's sake. It is what it is. And it very much is. I think it would. I'm not sure where the Hebrews. I'd have to investigate, but I'm not sure they had hot dogs. I understand they were just picking up manna out of the desert. So I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe they had marshmallows too, but I'll be damned. God's talking through a hot dog. Hey, Glenn. You got a severe whooping today. Well, don't do that no more. Have my trauma been vivid? Well, yeah, we also found some fucking huge ass feathered serpents that belonged to Ninja Gita up in Michigan too, with some temples he was talking about in that book of his he calls the Tablets of Thoth. I was speaking with Jamie yesterday about that. I was like, we here live and throughout my glass blowing sessions before we ever got on fucking the road, we're listening to the Tablets of Thoth probably 50 fucking times live right here. And fucking Glenn was tired of listening to it. But every time I listened to it, I kept, it took me 3 or 4 times listening to it and the familiarity of some of the tales that was being told and parts of all this and the whole where he was and all that stuff. I'm all like, oh, fuck, you dumbass. So to hide us from ourselves, Marduk became Ra and Ninja Gita became who? Huh, fucking Toth. This is Ninja Gita's fucking book. No wonder. And then everything started bam, 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 bam. Next thing you know, we're on top of his fucking temple to the halls of men's souls. Crater lined that shit up, dog. If that fucking place didn't fucking exist, it would have been myth. That tale was unearthed over there in Mesopotamia. They act like these Mesopotamians stayed in Mesopotamia. They began here, period. And then they blew it the fuck up. Evidence everywhere. We've already covered the devitrification, the explosions, the shattering. The radius of the destruction is fucking insanely massive for each of these weapons. There's been a couple of different ones deployed that we can see the difference in the destruction methods that they were using. A nuclear fucking weapon, a sound weapon. Those for sure we've a concussion that's like equal to a fucking nuke that shatters the crystal structures that they were building. Not a brick left side by side, but there are quite a few bricks left side by side. You just gotta see them. They all have mortar joints, and it's definitely construction. That all of it has the flower matrix. Anything bigger than a fucking grain of sand since we left Winslow and then circled around Utah and fucking all this nation up here from the whole. I can't speak as for anything south of here. Well, because Glenn's shit looks similar, but all his rocks fucking imported from China. So that kind of makes things more difficult. Love you, Glenn. Now, being Angel, them motherfuckers got some big turtles and big snakes. We saw that big snake statue with the fucking tail forever out there. He's got a couple of them. We're out there fucking digging around, fucking looking, and I'm like, oh my god, man, look, this is a snake, fit the head to it and everything. And next thing you know, we're out here at Zappos, and fucking we roll up to the fucking Snake Mountain. That's the exact same fucking shape, but a mountain with the whole tail curled under itself and off to the angle. Exact duplicate of that fucking one that's this big in their yard. A fucking mountain with his head blown off, exactly where the fucking head was cut off of that fucking statue. We got the head to fix it because he's turning. He's a coiled snake, man. And so was that mountain that matched the fucking statue. We've got all of that, and we did it live right here. You can't line this shit up. You can't make it up in a fucking sci-fi fucking mindset. I couldn't. I could never dream up all these things we've run into because Creator wanted us to see these things for a reason. Why in the hell is it being disclosed? I did I ever leave the house saying, "Hey man, let's go fucking figure out secrets of the fucking whatever, the whole fucking world and universe." Well, I thought we already had that. But now we've got a picture of our history, what's happened, and where the Atlantean civilization is. How long did that take us to build? Thousands of years. Are you kidding me? We were building fucking mountains. Dude, it didn't happen overnight, but it wasn't a hard thing to do. You can see how we did it. We've walked hundreds of miles through just the plateaus out here in the mesas at Mike and Cheyenne's ranches that they were at. Fucking, and we're going back there to hang out with them while Jamie has things to do this week, and then we're going to stock up on some food and stuff, and then come back up here. I don't know how long we're going to be. Really, I don't. Um, I'm not going to miss this opportunity to explain everything we've experienced uh, and any details they need. Uh, See if we can work through translations, semantics. Um, like I said, what he's been doing is recording me and then going home and looking and making notes and coming back with questions. Fucking, I'm not going to miss this opportunity to lay down these details. It has, I don't know what detail these folks are missing. Not the Hopi, but the Enlilites, because obviously they're afraid of us for a reason. I want to give all the details I have. That way, if think, oh shit, let's go back to heaven and try this because we haven't. They're very smart. They have to be able to figure this shit out. It's physics. It's fucking simple magnetics, and maybe obviously they're afraid of us. They forgot how amazing they are in creation. So hopefully they'll heal. If not, Creator's going to take care of it anyway. So don't worry. Kick back. Here we go. Wait for further instructions to come through from our creation. The universe will allow you to know where you need to go. Mother Earth's your mama. She loves you. She's going to talk to you when you need to be talked to. Or if you go to her to talk. Well, Red, um, Planet Heaven, life on Planet Heaven became hell, so they moved their entire population here. These fucking mountains are piezoelectric generators for massive cities below us. And we at one time had them extremely ornate, and then they blew them up to hide them because they fear us. For, like I said, whatever reason, we're trying to iron that out. There ain't nothing to fucking fear about me. I wouldn't give them a hard time. Yeah, they've given us a hard time, but there needs to be a time where everybody just fucking stops doing what we've been doing for fucking centuries and try something new. And it makes sense what they need to do. Our mother has an aunt named Heaven, and she's very concerned because their Heaven stewards are hiding under your feet right now with naked human slaves, like they rule over us, but they live under us. It's fucking ironic. Well, the key lies in my chest. You have it in you to disarm a fucking army at the atomic level and disintegrate their fucking weapons as they hold them and stand there, not a shot fired, not a fucking soul taken. Laying waste to an army doesn't mean the death of an army. Here you're entangled with every atom. What can't you do? Creator doesn't want something to happen. It's not going to happen. If he wants something to happen, it's going to happen. At this point in time, he's given everybody a whole fucking chance over here, and admittedly, some folks wrote down some stuff that would happen specifically, and I'll be damned. I don't even want y'all fucking say. I get tired of it. Look, no links from y'all. Think you helping. I ain't gonna name no names. I don't want to look at the prophecies. Thank you. I've done that as much as I'm going to. I don't want to hear prophetic shit. I'm not your fucking Messiah. I'm nobody's savior. And I'm not going to be the guy on the rock for you. It's not going to happen. Now, what we are going to do is try and get you educated to your magnet and what you were created to be. And there's a lot of videos over there. If you're new, you need to go look at. If you don't go look at it, I'm sure one of my wrenches will give you spare time, because we don't tolerate a whole bunch of bullshit and talking and speculation here. Um, we can do debate, but if you can't look at the fucking material that we found, how are we going to debate? I've got it up on the fucking community page. The first one you're going to see is I could have made billions. That's got how do planets orbit, spin, orient in space. Working models, not a fucking computer generated shit. This is something you could do at home. I would never do anything that I could not prove in a court of law on a fucking video that I'm going to send you to, including raw mapped and how to a star. Those three right there are probably the most important videos you've ever seen in your life, and they're each between 11 and 14 minutes fucking long. If you can't do that, have a good day. Um, and that's where this channel is. I'm not here to be your friend. None of these folks are here to be your friend until you understand what you are, and then that just inevitably happens. Believing anything I got to say isn't helpful. You have to know this shit. You can't fake an intent, and only through a pure intent may you act. We've got information that's been hidden from us since the dawn of fucking time. Including the method, mix, ingredients of how to make these monoliths that we were making. It was an easy thing to do. Turn and find out. Um, Ingenious, amazing. The properties of it, how it carries the electric that the crystal charges and everything. No capillaries, so you can build heavy on top of it because there is no collapse of the inner structure of the fucking crystallines because they're pure crystal. Gemstone. You don't have air capillaries inside it. There's nothing to crush with weight. It's pure fucking gemstone. You build till the fucking blocks get so fucking amazing. And we weren't slinging too many. We were pouring them like a concrete. And then shooting them with a microwave emitter with the mercury in it. And it reacted to the pure ingredients of pure silica, calcium carbonate, a little bit of mercury, whatever element you wanted to make, say, blue jadeite or jasper, whatever you wanted to fucking make. Put in the little elements, fucking mix up the batch, shoot that shit, boom, becomes hard like stone. Kind of like in the Vedics when they were talking about building the temples with the magic water. And I'm sitting there reading that, and it hit me. I'm like, oh, you dumb fuck. There's a magic water fucking river underneath all of these fucking Bolivian and Peruvian and all these Mayan pyramids and shit all over the fucking world. They're talking about mercury inundation and rivers of mercury, pools of mercury all over the place in these fucking ancient sites. And I'm like, I had just dug into a fucking silica pit. Pure silica shouldn't have been there. We're talking 20,000 fucking year old unmolested pit. And I'm fucking digging into an ingredient that I use to this day to be the alchemist I've been and make fucking glass. Then we found a horse in a stone, much like I made this motherfucking necklace, Millie Fiore style. I'm like, the fuck? Hey, Polly, how you doing, man? And we got footage of all this shit. This is all live, man. We ain't guessing out here. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have your pudding. Damn straight. Clear. We don't want believers around. I block believers. I used to block donors, but I do accept donations now for gas money because this motherfucker's expensive. But beyond that, I am the biggest motherfucking donor on this damn thing. And it's been fucking worth every damn dollar. I left my house. I took my son with me into Native American tribes 309 times to meet with wisdom holders that not one of them punched me in the face, but I woke up wondering if I'll get punched in the fucking face for telling them they got to stop hating each other. It went beautifully, didn't
I'm clearly having the effect.
it? I love it, Polly. You still smoking? Well, cheers the fuck up, Mr. Skits. We have had some fucking insane moments on this trip. The fucking hood blows off while we're going uphill 45 mile an hour just after we reunited the Ottawa tribe with their fucking 12-ton fucking jade feathered serpent effigies. For God's sake. 33 miles later, we're in the middle of the desert with a cracked windshield and fucking making a 32-point fucking turnaround so I could get back out on the highway. And then fucking turned her off and fucking inspected this. And then there's hundreds of fucking feathered serpents laying around. I'm like, what the fuck? I just drive the bus, man. Crater wants us to stop. We're stopping. And apparently don't give much fucking warning. Because there's no other reason for us to know that location on Earth that I can fathom. Unless I guess we were supposed to have the matching tablet side by side. That's just fucking silly shit. It was awful bright last night up in the east. I'm like, fuck, man, that's a blue light going on over there. Orion's rising on his back. Fucking by 4 o'clock this morning, he was about halfway up. I could tell he was getting over his drunk. What the fuck are people looking at? Pillows. A lot of people look at their pillow late at night. They don't notice that Orion's been up all summer. Technically, Orion should have been on the other side of the sun all summer, and he has not been. He is still not. And there's only one fucking thing that could mean to me. We have been held static in our orbit by the sun coming in at this point. We're steady and steady in the orbit. We're not only tilted, we're like doing a planet on a string right now. I hope y'all really think about this. Go observe your skies. Don't take my fucking word for it. Look up Orion. Be like, oh damn, that fucking white boy ain't so crazy now. Your moon shouldn't be rising waxed wane or fucking grin to a frown every night. That's fucked up. It doesn't go a little bit and back like it used to. It goes da 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 bonk. I'm like, what the fuck? Me and several other sailors, apparently, because NASA actually had to admit we tilted on our axis. I don't give a fuck if we tilt 1 degree. The sky's doing new tricks. We have tilted a lot of degrees. This guy's doing some amazing tricks. Orion is rising on his back, feet first, coming up off the eastern horizon and fucking. And see, that doesn't have anything to do with the tilt. The time and place where he's at in the sky, that's our orbit. Going around the sun, Orion should be over here on this side of the sun as we come around to spring and late fall, like right now. You should be seeing Orion right next to the sun for a minute or two. Nah, man, he's still up in the midnight. The sky, probably in Casper, it's about 1:30. He starts coming up and being recognizable on the horizon out here. By like 1:45, he's full up over every star of Orion in his belts. Right there on the horizon. 2 o'clock, he's a little bit over. And it's like, man, just you can't help but see fucking Orion's laying on his back, and I'll be damned, he should not be in that position in our sky. Period. And he's been there since last year. We've been talking about it all summer, talked about it all summer last year, and I'm pointing it out. It's still going on again. To you folks to be like, Orion's supposed to be in the sky. Yes. That's why I'm pointing it out fervently. He should be in the sky for about 10 minutes as the fucking sun sets. However, give it some time. He is completely up in the middle of the night, rolling around, and by the time sunrise, he's about like this. From this to standing, and you can tell he's going to fall on his face. Now, later, maybe, I can't say, he's been doing that all summer. I don't know if we're going to move to where he comes to a different time or not. I can't predict that. It's a movement of planets, but we are stuck in orbit for the last 2 years, period, right here, because you shouldn't see Orion all year long. And the only way you could see Orion all year long is if we didn't go around the other edge of the sun as a planet, period. Santa Claus, God, man, you don't recognize Horton's who? What the fuck is wrong with these people? What's up, Fred Jr.? I hope you're 18. If not, you're about to get smacked with a wrench. This is not a channel for children. Hi, my name is Eric Sebastian Briggs. I used to be Senator Jim Davis, Republican's top investigator out of North Carolina for several fucking years. I'm the guy that authored the Davis hemp bill that legalized CBD flower nationwide, forced it in 2019. I authored the bill in 2014. Stood down shortly after because of a plot to kill off you, your family, and your little friend down the road. Now go get your mommy. She needs to be hearing this information, not you. God told him it's not blue. Oh yeah, Lee, he's got a hot dog, man. You know me, Polly. I ain't afraid to say what's true. I don't care how you feel about it. I might have a feeling about the truth too, but that usually don't get interjected until after I talk about the fact first. I tell you about the fact, and I'll be like, and I feel a certain way about it, but it ain't going to change the fucking fact. The only way we're going to change the fact is, physics. You're entangled with every atom. Get used to your fucking design. You were designed for a purpose by an amazing creator, and we've proven that. And I'm telling you right now, community page, 3 videos. First one you're going to see is I could have made billions. Instead, I give it to you freely. Fucking go change the world. Go change the fucking world. Go change the fucking world. That information has been hidden from us for fucking centuries. You've got free energy. You've got fucking perpetual energy. It might not be free because you got to have the cost of a magnet. But if we disassemble our fucking rotation magnets and start putting them together right, you don't need fuel to make electricity. It's the simple opposing magnetic field with a copper wire in it. Bzzz, like a Dendera box. It works. They've got generators now coming out on the market from perpetual oscillating fucking magnets. Bzzz, and if, ta-da! No fuel needed. Change the fucking world, people. This information is out there and fucking readily available right there on my community page. I also have How to a Star. That's all about you and your physics. I didn't know I had a magnet until I read it on a wall that was written thousands of years ago. I don't know how many. It's an old picture. It was all drawn in physics and it made sense to me. I didn't know why for a minute. Figured that out. And then we got even deeper into it. I was like, oh my God, we started on raw mat, covered omnipresence. Very specific frequency is 1748 hertz in every atom, embodied by the muon. Thanks to Polly. Remember that? We had deciphered that, and then 6 months later, what did CERN do? Made Polly come into this very chat and be like, look, the atom's got a magnet. I was like, really? So science is backing us up, really? Honest to God. Kind of like when we was playing and fucking for fucking what, like 6 months. I'm messing with the field over here. Everybody's calling me fucking stupid names, and then all of a sudden science comes out and says, "Yeah, you can do that. You can manipulate the EM fields with the fucking field coming out of human hands." And I was like, "That's kind of what we've been doing, isn't it?" Moving water, shaking. It's why Reiki works because you're designed to heal. Now, if you know that design and you know how it works, then it's going to work a million times better than some Reiki master. You're going to blow their clothes off their fucking body. And Reiki master be by that. Did you see that? Look at this. Everybody wants to fucking call me a wizard or a warlock. And I'm like, it's a magnet, dude. It doesn't have anything to do with fucking magic. You can do this. You can heal people. Not you. You can be the conduit and happy to be made the tool. And Creator's gonna give you some fucking goosebumps. And that's 1748 hertz. You know he's fucking sending that energy that they need to take away their pain or their illness. That's how that works. But it's got to work in fucking absolute knowledge that that's the process. You don't have anything to do. I don't have anything to do with healing nobody. I can't heal nobody. I cannot fucking heal nobody. As Creator, you don't touch them. If it was me, I'd have to touch them, I suppose, right? They ain't me. Yeah, exactly. It ain't Gandalf. It's fucking our amazing design. Our creator designed us amazing. And those that hold power over us don't want to have you even try to fucking realize what the real reality of your design is, let alone anything. Yeah, fucking to make sense. Once you start understanding design and playing with your design and getting to know yourself, all of a sudden you're dealing on a better path because you don't have to listen to me. All of a sudden you've got mother and creator and all the universe to fucking discuss this shit with. But you better bring back the information you bring because I gave you this and that's how we do. We help each other grow. I'm still a baby making baby steps. And I show everything I learned. That's why I got 800 and some fucking almost 1,000 fucking videos. Well, I can douse without a stick. I doused through the 8 foot of rock into the pit of fucking silica, and then we dug into it with my hands. That was the first time I'd tried to do that, and it was on a bet that we started digging that hole. I fucking stupid. I won though. It was almost exactly 8 foot before we hit the silica. So that prompted me to play with my deep ground penetrating radar a little more and start at being angels. I'm like, you got about a circle like that of fucking stone. It might be a whole turtle, I don't know. And it's about a shovel width down. Punk. There it was. All kinds of little turtle parts. It wasn't a full turtle like his other one, but it was pretty good. It was all shattered in one area pretty much. Yeah, the more you do it, the more you become what you were designed to do because you got to get this reprogrammed to the awesomeness that you are. And I can't do that. I cannot fucking do that. I could show you all day human biological field. It's a fucking magnet. Medically speaking, we got a magnet. We got a brain around our fucking magnet in our heart that contains our memory and emotions. You know what? Don't come arguing with me about that. Look up medically that all this information. That way you know, because I do still have people challenge me. All your memory and your emotions are kept in your head, and I'm like, well, catch up, Spark. Uh, you just a little fucking light over here, and you need to grow a little bit more of your knowledge because since they started transplanting hearts, they found that memory and emotions are actually in that brain sac, that nerve sac around your fucking heart because they're transplanting memories and emotions to other people. See, that's the way it works. I We can debate it, but you can save yourself a lot of fucking time by fucking. I've already shown you where to find these things. So get your ass over to my community page and check it out. We're gonna be here. Yes, you are, my friend. You're also our sex cult leader. And you can't inherit your strength without being a certain frequency, and in that certain frequency, you're not going to be doing harm. You can't have that kind of power to do harm with. You just can't harness it. It's an impossibility. Everybody says there's a yin and yang. Not to this. Not to this. That's what scares them. That which gives us our power gives us our life and cannot be divided, therefore cannot be separated. Thus, we must be divided. And they have successfully divided us. You still have that power, but you can't do it divided. Yeah, they're electromagnetic beings at the atomic level. There's atomic level fucking interactions and symbiosis with our cells and the intaking energies and exerting energy and stuff like that with the, of course, you know, everything around you. We have to be symbiotic with Mother Earth, with our energies. And it's our, you know, I mean, that first creation, even in that Roman manuscript, they have first creation described very clearly as planets and suns. Now, that book would have you believe that they're literally sitting on a shelf with a little fucking glued on goop eyes. Oh, look at my first creation. Are you fucking kidding me? They're living souls that protect you. And we don't live on a frisbee. That I prove in one of my shorts, that flat Earth theory thing. I threw the sun into a next galaxy, and on the fucking paper plate where Earth, you can see it fly all the way into the next galaxy. It never gets out of my view going around that paper plate. I'm like, when is it dark? Ever. It doesn't work. Give me a different model. Everybody sits there and looks at that computer graphic of it. You're a fucktard. You're a fucking fucktard. Get off my page. You can't put your eyeball down on a fucking paper plate and reenact that fucking model that doesn't work and throw it to the ground and be like, all right, let's try something different. Get the fuck off my page. I don't live in a moon puddle, and I sure as hell don't live on a frisbee, and that's all the patience I got for you, because you're fucking not as smart as a fifth grader, and that ain't nothing to do with anything I did. Get the fuck out of here. That's all I got. That's how the Catholic Church keeps our Creator small and you small by proxy. Our Creator has an infinite fucking universe out there, and you're attached to every goddamn atom in it. Through the muon at 1748 hertz, the electromagnetic field frequency of omni fucking presence. Prove me wrong, you can't. I read it on a wall and proved it. I'm like, holy shit. Medical proves it. Medicine proves it. You got a magnet. Done deal. Every atom in existence has a magnet. Finished. Just because you don't know magnetic properties instantaneously reactive at a distance without a string or a theory, that's the fucking properties of magnetism. That, again, is not my fault. That's something you have to go fucking research and know. I can't convince you of it. I don't want to. I ain't got that kind of fucking time. You need to learn this shit. It ain't rocket science. You know the fastest way to learn it? Put it in your hands. Start playing with it. Try and help people with it. Move you some water. Make it shake. Yeah, we put a field out that's about 8 foot around us without our hands. It's just a fucking. Let's do like a hallback effect so we can strengthen it. It is mind bending. And the further out we haul back, and the more joints we use, because your knees got fucking wrinkles, your elbows got wrinkles, you fold that shit, dude, you're making a haul back for Creator. Send that vibration through. You're going to vibrate some water. You're going to make some plants dance. You're going to make some people feel good. Dancing around and letting Creator fucking shower them with that energy he's sending through. It's all over, dude. But the laughing, it's just like, it tickles. Everybody gets goosebumps and all excited. Especially if you're like, typical white people, and I start dancing around you, and your clothes start dancing with me, and you swear to God I'm touching you, and every time you look, I'm about 3 foot from you. I don't know how many times I've been called a warlock, a witch, a fucking magician. It's our design. But every time somebody does that, somebody else will grab the water and try and shake it. And I'm like, yeah, you can do this too. And it's funny watching them try it. Most of them, the first time, they're fucking trying to slap the water, man. They'll be all like wiggling it, and then they'll be like, oh, fuck that. And it ain't going nowhere. I'm like, no, wait. I'm doing it wrong. Relax. Just breathe it through your arm. Boom. Feel it. You're touching the water. It starts to jiggle. And they're like, whoa. It usually shocks them that they can do that because they tried really hard the first time. And it don't work like that. It's the most human thing you can do. Just fucking relax and do it. Don't think about it. Just, my water. It's that easy once you practice a little bit. And that's I cannot give you a video that'll do that. So if you don't have it in you to fucking sit there and play with your own feel it in your hands, have a nice year. It's gonna be your last. No bunker is going to make you safe. The only thing that's going to make you safe is the frequency of your soul, not your bloodline or your color or how deep you've buried yourself. Uh, we'll, hi girl, we'll have trolls. You know that. Oh well, yeah, okay. You say some people can't feel it, or you can't feel it. If you can't feel it, slow it down. If it's working, I mean, I don't feel jolts or anything. No, almost everybody I've done this to says there's electric talk involved. You can ask Polly. I don't think it hurt. Nobody said it ever hurt, but they can usually feel the creator's energy. Um, Actually, kind of shocking in a manner. I don't know. I've never actually felt it myself. I have felt my field touch me, but I don't really short out myself. It's a little bit less effective, I think, doing it on yourself. Um, so I really don't know. I've never had anybody do a hands off on me like that. Seamus. And I really don't feel the any electric jolts, but I can feel his field. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Some of them don't feel anything, but that's, well, if you're a balled up magnet, you're kind of closed off. You might not feel it. You got to kind of relax, and it takes more than once, usually. It did for me. I was just laying there for a while doing the Buddha thing, and then one time I fucking felt it. And I was like, whoa. And then I kind of scared myself, and the water rippled. And then I really fucking sat up in the tub. I was like, what the fuck? I want to blow my dick off over here. I was truly a little bit fucking taken aback. I thought Harry Potter had just done revived himself in myself or something. I was like, what the fuck, man? So I started playing with that, and then I was like, oh my god, that's so amazing. And it was tangible, so I started trying to actually touch things, and sure as fuck, man, further and further away from these things. I'm touching them every day because I'm practicing at it and becoming a little more confident in it and knowing I can shake that fucking curtain from over here. It's just the field's been getting stronger. Each one of you on the field makes my field stronger. Yeah. And I can feel the difference. It's just a little more than yesterday. So keep it spreading. That's how we do this. That's because we've been programmed from birth to not do it. What we need to do is turn that around and encourage our children to continue speaking with the language that they're speaking with. We got to learn how to listen to them again so the babies stop crying. Teach them how to be a magnet from birth. And then we'll be getting somewhere. Yeah. This is for the next generation, not for me. I'm fucking 55 years old and I just found out. All right. I don't see it in my lifetime being able to figure out exactly what all the things we can do because we are literally entangled with every atom in the universe. I think being a shield is like a really adult thing to do, and I am just a baby that's still holding onto the coffee table trying to learn how to put my fucking foot in front of the other. And I'm wobbling, but it feels good. I'm up on my feet. Looking around with different eyes. Makes everything, every little step, a little bit easier. So get started, folks, and teach me what I'm missing. Because, I mean, this is brand new to me, maybe to you. How else if he isn't hovering his feet by his magnetic force over the crunchy twigs or whatever? Some people obviously have held this. I've seen people set fires with their stuff time and time and time again, pop balloons inside of balloons. I've seen some amazing things with field work. We can do all of that without question. How? Figuring it out, little step by little step. I know that. I'm so fucking happy for her. She's our princess warrior on the chain, bro. This is for her. Bringing her up as a little magnet, bro. She's already making miracles happen. Thank you, Creator. She probably also predict quakes better than I can using this wall. Healing plots. His granddaughter is an amazing magnet. She's a beautiful child with radiant energy and just pure innocence, man. Fucking unconditional love. It's you can feel it coming off of her. She's fucking just nothing but a joy to be around. She has her moments, but she's four. Look at Chico with his. You're so cute. He was laying on Kiff. That was cute. Look at see them doing that together. They're really warming up to each other. I like seeing that you're going to tolerate him a little more today than yesterday. He's actually curled up with him and just hugging. That's so cute. Is that your baby, Chico? Are you going to adopt the baby? Oh, who likes belly rubs? I'm disturbing your pillow. I know. I can't help myself. He's laying here being cute too. He doesn't mind as long as I'm petting him. He laid his head back down on him. He's like, that's cool. You pet us both. He's such a good boy, Chico. This guy can't hear me tell him he's a good boy. Kiff can't hear a fucking thing. I mean, every now and again there'll be a loud noise. He'll kind of look around. He doesn't have a direction for where it came from.
Completely confused where it came from.
And insert lighting. I mean, I close these curtains. It's dark enough for him to go completely fucking blind. So we gotta keep the curtains open for him and shit. Let sunshine in. Poor guy. He's just a puppy. He's just a little puppy. Oh, he's a puppy. He's got little tiny little puppy teeth. I keep laughing at him. He ain't even lost one of them yet. He got a full Fu Manchu. Look at you. He got the tiniest teeth I've ever seen in a big dog's mouth. They're a little tiny. You gotta get up on that shit to see him. He's such a baby. Everybody thinks he's an older dog. He is very far from an old dog. He doesn't even have his defenses in yet. He's still a little wet behind the ears. He chews the fuck out of his bone too, buddy. Trying to get them teeth all cut in. Scratch that butt. I get it. That's a good boy. I got your tongue. Actually got a hold of his tongue that time and he was like, ah, yeah. Ah, ah, ah. I was like, oh, you fucker. That was fun. Yeah, everyone can do it. Everyone can do it. Just relax and bring your hand up to your indoor plant's leaf. It'll bring its hand down to you. Expand that. Be grateful. Creator send some good healing energy to your plant. Hey, how you doing, Todd? Good to see you, friend. We're chilling like villains up here on the Hopi lands. It's not a reservation. They never lost their land. Yeah, I got your tongue again. Look at him. Look at him. Look at Seamus. He's a good boy. He's a. I would too if somebody had a hold of my tongue. It deters them from chewing on you when you go to pet them. They fucking start that shit. He's like, okay, I might not want to chew on you anymore. You can go sniff Chico's butt. Crazy little dog. We'll have to walk him soon. So how are things in Casper? I just got a message from, I think, Sheila. Yeah, I have to go answer that later. I got something from Sheila coming through. Mm, I got your tail. I'm wagging it. I'm wagging your tail. Yep, that's me. I got your tail wagging. You're not doing that. He's like, what the fuck are you doing now?
Fuck you.
You little dog. What a puppy. He's fun. Cheers. Or is it empty? Cheers. Now it's empty. So maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, this afternoon, Wednesday. I don't know. At some point, we'll be heading out to Michael and Cheyenne's ranch. Uh, we need to restock some food and stuff. It's about an hour and a half away. Um, with full intent to come back next week. Um, I guess Jesse has some land he wants us to go to. It's about 30 miles from here, so it'll be less of a return trip anyway. Almost an hour shorter, half an hour shorter anyway. Um, but yeah, we intend on going out into the middle of nowhere in the land yacht. We're gonna camp out, and this is like out where he farms, I guess. And we're gonna roll out the awning, blow some glass, uh, hang out by the bonfire, and play some guitar. Get to know each other a little bit more. Go through the semantics of what we've discovered. Make sure everything, every detail he needs has been answered. And in the meantime, I'm going to learn uh, culture out here, their culture. He's been very forthcoming on uh, information about their culture. And of course, as you, hi Nick, as you well know, I don't know a fucking thing about their culture. I keep having people send these prophecy to me, and I'm not looking at that. That's not their culture. That's something different. Um, where they come from and some of their beliefs about themselves and stuff really fit everything that I've figured out over here. But the details of it and stuff like that and how they interact with each other, I have no idea. Those kind of things I'm learning, and I'm really appreciative of it. You showing me their symbolism and stuff, and me and Seamus are rifling through these books, being like, "Oh man, look at this, look at this." Yeah, there's a lot of old physics in their symbols, and their traditions hold a lot of knowledge in the way they do them. they'll like in their dance, they represent the magnetics, and they'll dance that certain way, either centripetal or centrifugal, out from the center into the center, kind of thing. And I'm growing more and more curious every day. I've we've gone to all these tribes, and I tell them straight up, look, I don't I don't even need you to confirm what I'm telling you. I just want to tell you. So don't try to give me your information unless you feel like needed. Like, I ain't asking you questions. I'm just letting you know what I found. And that's just because I don't want to impose on anybody. I just felt that the message we had was that important. Really. So, a few of the tribes, I've learned some stuff from them, of course, and we've gone over all of that with the TP and the 15 posts and the family circle and all those similarities with the Merkaba and everything here. The bear rug, we got the bear rug down. He feels the same way about the bear rug and sees all this stuff. I mean, I just want to say we've got a lot of parallels. It's been an amazing few days. We're just ah, talking about stuff that's all about heart, man, and fixing this stuff, fixing and unifying, because they've got the same problems here that they do all over the world. Everybody here's it too. Big surprise, right? We kind of run into that everywhere we go, right? But what does truth do? It unifies humanity on something that we can prove in fucking court of law. Damn it, we're amazing. Yeah, we fixing to break his soul trap. I have a fucking impact wrench now, boo. We got whap, take them machines apart. They're machinery. They built machinery. Guess what? We can disassemble machinery. I'm hoping they do, out of a new understanding of what they are. And they kill their fear and they go heal their planet. That would be the best thing for Mother. Mother Earth wants to see that. And I've sworn to do my best to see that happen. And this is it. This is all I got is peace and love, man. It ain't about it's fighting a war of fucking lies and darkness and shining light. Yes, there is balance and amazing growth, exponential growth. The yin and yang are true only during a divisive disease. We are created as magnets. Magnets work with each other and inherit each other's strengths. And without your neighbor doing well, you're doing shitty too. And that's just a pure fucking fact of it, because with your neighbor on the chain, we'll all be stronger. Can you force your neighbor to be on the chain? No, unfortunately. And or fortunately at the same time, right? I don't want to be willful over another. Love you, Todd. Be safe. Give Geraldine hugs, man. They took me to see the Baal temple. I had no idea the Mormons were Baal worshippers. Yeah. It's funny, we were sitting in the indoctrination tent before their tour of the new temple, and they had actual pictures of their uh, cauldron sitting on 12 bullheads with a little X kind of symbol over it. Like you can't take pictures of this picture that we're showing. But now I know because I see you. You put a picture of that up there. So Geraldine went in. She counted the bulls. I was like, "Did you see?" She was like, "Yes." I was like, "Oh wow." So the cauldron is sitting on 12 bullbacks, on 12 bullheads for the baptism of the fucking water. Inky. Inky's all of that. I'm like, oh wow. It's so fucking wow. Open my eyes a little bit. I know, bro. What are you gonna do? God's strength, kind of like the apis, huh? Yeah, just like that guy. That was his name in Egypt, of course. Kind of like Yah, dun, dun, dun. Parts of Yahweh and fucking Baal. That's very much Baal worship. It states as such. Who's the bull god? Who is the bull god? According to their own biblical teachings, who be the bull god? That's right, God's brother, God's competitor. Openly in the Bible, talking about Baal worship and how they worship in Baal and stuff. And even the Hebrews say, we know y'all got other gods and shit. There are other gods. They recognize there's other gods, but their one true God is Yahweh. And that's how they state that shit. It ain't for us. What do they call us? They call us names. The Zionists, man. They don't like you. Gentiles. There you go. We're Gentiles. If you're not a Hebrew, you're a Gentile. That's just the way it is. And they call you other degradatory names and stuff, and then treat you like a Palestinian. That's kind of the way it goes. Oh, by the way, as a reminder, yeah, YouTube took down something else again. Uh, Yesterday, day before, they did not strike me. They gave me another warning. And yet again, if they ever do strike me, we'll meet on Rumble. There are many fucking links to my Rumble page, and we'll just stay there. I will abandon this channel as far as lives go. I may put a couple of videos on dictating that if you ever want to see me live again, you have to go to Rumble. But I won't be utilizing YouTube if they fucking put me on a goddamn timeout again. That's just all there is to it. I'm fucking sick of the censorship. They playing games and taking down live shows left and right from a couple of years ago. Of course, we were doing those before the censorship started, so they're hitting me on those with warnings, and they keep taking them down. Our live sessions. They took down a live session a couple of years ago when Glenn and I had both gotten sick with an obviously unnamed illness and both survived. And we sat and talked about it a little bit, what we experienced, and they took that one down. Um, Fuck you, YouTube. Suck my little tiny cock. It's just a little dingly cobra. Oh, trouser snake. You used to get Rumble notifications. A lot of people complain about Rumble, but you know what? I like it better. I really do. I never see y'all over there, and chat never really flows. But you know what? I got to tell you, man, kind of tired of biting my fucking tongue. The only reason we're here is because this is your channel, and this is the one we decided to fucking start this road trip on, and we're still carrying it through. But I'm telling you right now, man, all y'all motherfuckers, you need to get over to my Rumble and subscribe because I see the writing on the wall. They keep and keep and keep poking. Ears, you can eat my cock. Straight up, just gone. Yeah, I'm sure your playlist has been raped. Well, censorship is murder, and they like murdering, I guess, obviously. Well, I will say the same thing I did before um, Susan lost her child, before she died. So she went through a double pain, the suffering of cancer and the death of cancer, but her son died before she did. That's karma. That's what you get when you take people's lives from them through censorship. We saw it live right here in real time. If I was making those kind of same decisions, I'd think about maybe I should look at the sky and see what time we are in because Creator done said that's it. You start fucking working like that against humanity, you're gonna fucking pay for it. And it ain't me bringing the check. Karma is a bitch, and karma is on fire right now. Working against humanity, knowingly doing wrong, is not the position you want to fucking be in today. Now, you can look at me like I'm a crazy white boy, but I'm still here, and Susie and her child are not. And they went through hell to get where they're at. So, I don't know, man. I would reevaluate my fucking life if you know you're doing wrong for a fucking living. Did I not warn the bitch? I said, man, Susie gonna lose her jacuzzi. She lost more than that. Karma is a bitch. I couldn't even have imagined it and would have never wished it on her. But apparently, Creator decided that's what she had fucking earned. Wow. Don't do that, would be my best fucking advice to you. Will somebody come in and take your place? Maybe, but that's on them, isn't it? How much you value your fucking soul? More than your skin, I would hope. I did, and that took me about a third of a second to fucking decide I didn't want to be in a pit with vipers. I'd take my chance up here with the one quarter they told me that would still be here. And I did the math. 0% survivability in the dark fucking cavern they want me to be in. And then a quarter, 125% chance of living up here. I'll take my chances with y'all. And that was my answer. And that's my final answer on that fucking subject. I don't want your bunker. Your only safe place is going to be the frequency in your soul. Creator cares about that. He don't give a fuck about your bloodline, your skin color, your race, your religion. The only religion you got is to creation, and you're part of that. It's not a worship; it's a gratefulness. It's an amazement. It's like I have a fucking little. You see the whole puzzle, and then there's this little hole right there in the middle of the puzzle. That's you. You're the missing fucking piece. That's what this information does for you. It's like, oh, and you jump right on in there. It's good shit. Until you look at them, then they melt into their chairs. People are afraid of change, Todd. People are afraid of damn near every fucking thing anymore today, ain't they? It's fucking crazy. They've done a real good job on us. Programmed society well. Yep. And they don't really want to know the truth. It's willful ignorance and just walk away, Todd. Fuck them. They'll learn. Maybe something mama says to them will spark that in them. I don't know. What's coming next? Other than what man has planned. Telling you, they're going to let Homeboy win the election. Then they're going to put him in jail late December. Fucking nukes are flying by fucking late January. That's what I still see happening. And um, hopefully we can get that changed. Um, I would say that depends on the people I'm trying to enlighten as to how amazing they are right now. We'll see how well they take the message. They might be like the people in the diner, all afraid of fucking change and putting the responsibility in their own hands. I don't know. We'll hope for better. They're intelligent beings, and they should understand magnetism. The moment I mean, how could you not put that together? Woo, it's fucking amazing. But I knew magnetism. I'm surprised you're still here. Actually, I can't believe I actually saw two messages from you. Is this guy over 18 talking about his ball hairs? Just asking. Because I mean, if you're over 18 and you're literally coming into a fucking chat room that's offering, hi, how you doing? My name's Eric Sebastian Briggs. I stood down from being top senatorial investigator under Senator Republican Jim Davis because of a plot to kill you and your mommy. Go send your mom over here. You don't need to be on this fucking page. And if you're an adult and you're talking about pulling your fucking ball hairs out, get the fuck off my page, or somebody will escort you. I don't have time for fucking prepubescent bullshit like that, man. It's bullshit. Go fucking suck a dick somewhere else, man. This ain't a hookup channel. Thank you. I don't care if you come in here and talk shit on me. That you're going to have a better luck at that. Sticking around, your longevity. You start fucking just doing prepubescent fucking gone. I don't care fucking how old you are. And it's more embarrassing for your mother if you're over 18 doing that kind of shit in public. You fucking kidding me? Something wrong with these people. What in the South Chinese Sea? Get the fuck out of here. It's not going to happen. No. No. Just because I said it would doesn't mean anything. It's not La 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 la. I'm not listening. I'm going to be fucking willfully ignorant. No, China, Russia, and North Korea are going to simultaneously nuke us in a limited exchange. They releasing UN national troops up on your ass that ain't afraid to pull the trigger. That's the plan since 2014, since 2014 when I stood down. It was almost 2015, but 2014 when I stood down. They haven't changed anything, have they, Nick? I mean, I detail these things on my Facebook, folks, because they're still there. Even the alphabet warnings I gave when I was giving them all that set. Facebook hasn't taken that down. All the words I said, they have not taken that down. YouTube has removed channels for the things I've said on my Facebook, and it's still there, time stamped all over the fucking place before this whole thing began. So there's that. If you really want to know, it's literally on my research page. Link. Have fun with that. Stuff I can't even talk about here. Well, I'm doing my best to tie their little ass hairs in a knot, give them a little pucker butt. Yeah, all right, maybe we should fucking rethink what we're doing with these billions of souls that we've been fucking recycling, sucking like little sippy straws, crying about our planet dying. Get the fuck over there. Grow up. Heal your planet. Be the steward you were created to be. You're fucking amazing. Protect your planet. You got a magnet in your chest. What's wrong with your planet? It's got a weak magnet. Duh! Go fix it. Start talking to your planet with your fucking original language. See, we got a lot of teaching to do to get them people up there. So that's one. Like I said, this man I've been meeting has been recording everything I'm saying, coming back with really good, intelligent, important questions, and I'm detailing. That way, it's not lost in language, it's not lost in semantics. And I really am so grateful for his time for doing this. You can feel it in him that he really is wanting to know the details of what we've found. And that is the most important thing to me on this journey, especially at this point. Because I know at some point through some contact, these folks right here meet with the same people that are running the Vatican in this whole fucking game. The ones who have handed down the tablet the fucking king just got fucking coronated on out of Mesopotamia how many thousands of years ago. We've been going through the same game globally, made to hate each other, divide each other by doing horrible fucking things to each other. My collar's been murdered, enslaved. Your collar's been murdered and enslaved. And then we did it again and again and again. And yeah, everybody's got a grudge on everybody, but at some point you got to fucking seriously look around and be like, all right, we did this. Let's stop. Let's try a different way. And this is the way we got to try. We got to fucking get the fuck along. You got about a year to pull it together or less. Humanity will not go through 2025 unless we pull it the fuck together. And those are the words of the medicine wheel of the Lakota Sioux. And mother. Hi, coffee. Lots of scary flooding. And what the fuck are you doing up there anyway, Cat? I mean, y'all motherfuckers always pulling some crazy shit out your ass. You got a fucking hurricane in the Hudson, and now you got 6.0 quakes right there where you're on fire up there by Alaska and shit. Come on. Let me ask y'all, what the fuck are you motherfucking Canucks up to? I see you up there doing some sneaky shit. All polite and stuff. The end's coming. You look like the new California. I don't know. Are you trying to steal some fucking notoriety up there because you guys can burn too and shake? It's just, I'm uncertain. Is that normal? You very sneaky. All polite and shit. Hey, we're shaking up here, eh? I'm sorry. I'm like looking at the map. I'm like, well, fuck, that's Canada. Guess who I thought of first? Actually, it was Sparky. And I was like, Coffee and Sparky. That's a big one. They probably converged up there in some secret shit. In the little flannel shirts and shit. Hey, they're shaking up the world. What are you doing? Oh no. God, dude, you did this yesterday and I didn't approve. He lays across both my feet and has half his body hanging down here in the gas pedal. I'm like, no. See, I knew it was something to do with your damn geese. Damn it. Stop hunting Canadian geese. Stop requiring them to have a passport to come over the border. Boom, 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 boom. Here goes another one. They shaking shit up. I got you. So they got demands up there. Uh-oh, Chico sees an exciting something going on. What are you getting excited about out there? Little Ito dog, little waggy tail. He's all pissed. He looked at me all pissed. He's like, ah. He was ready to eat me. He probably thought it was Kev. He's like, oh shit, it's just a dickhead. What are you fucking flies? I'm sorry. I got too close to the camera again. It seems like every time I get close to the camera, it wants to kill it, kill the feed. I was just trying to read y'all's small text. Type. Oh shit! Now look, it's definitely gonna kill the feed. Yeah, land's shifting a little bit, huh? Have you seen this wall? Yeah. Um, again, I'm just gonna have to say it. I am Captain Obvious. I am surprised we have communications at all. All right, any it like almost bends my mind how anything is still in space right now. Because I mean, like the last few hours alone, been like, wow. Did you see that? Kind of thing. Phew. Can you read me now? Yes, sir. I'm just trying not to cut off the phone. Uh, I yeah, I've been watching the double bow shock like daily. Looks just like the front. I'm like, damn, that's it's an awful lot of solar wind hitting the backside in a completely different polarity from the front side. Now, how's that possible with one sun? Mr. Davidson, suspicious observer. How's that possible? Oh, this was just a ground based fucking guesswork. Fuck that $1 billion magnetometers and space and satellites and stuff. Don't look at those on the key up to the map that you're watching. Pay attention to my words. I'm Ben Davidson. Guesswork. Nah, we've pinpointed fucking quakes how many times using this wall? I mean, too many. Too many. All night. Several nights. Several hundred nights. Glenn's kids, grandkids are over there fucking showing me up big old quakes in Australia I had missed. I was like, fuck man, I didn't see that coming. But Glenn's kids did. Guess what? I'm done. Done. They can cook better than me. They can predict quakes better than me. But let's move on. Something. Look, did you know you had a magnet? Boy, that was a good 6 months of fucking arguing with a piss faced little fucking bitch named Lee. So, oh, that's wind. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, let's figure this out. Fuck, man. Ain't wind. We went through extremes to show that ain't wind. Corey had this fucking A-frame with fucking saran wrap all around it and a little magnet in the middle. That motherfucker sitting there moving that magnet. Ain't wind. You can't get wind through fucking saran wrap. You must move a goddamn magnet. And we got a guy over here moving fucking Tonka trucks by fucking waving his foot. And I'm sitting there making stuff move with my hand. And I moved my foot over there and it fucking jumped. And I was like, oh, damn. My foot's got a stronger field than my fucking hands do. Hands down. Thank you, guy. See what I mean? We learn from each other. I knew, of course, I had figured out, Jeebus must have walked on water with his fucking magnet. He's repelling, just like any other magnet in the universe can do. It's not a miracle. You can do it too. I'm not going to, for obvious reasons. But I'll move a Tonka truck around with mine. line. That's fucking awesome. He's my NPC. I know, right? Did you see his hot dog on a stick talking to God with plasma? It's the hot dog's the antenna, I think, and the catalyst for God speaking to Moses in a burning bush. And I'm all like, he speaks on the AM radio, he says. I'm like, well, that's, stop it. Just, but I am telling you, for entertainment purposes, it's not really even worth the look. But I mean, if you want a good laugh, there it is. He's got a hot dog on a stick going all high voltage and shit, and it's screeching out of a radio tower. It's picking up the ground signal coming from the transmissions. Is what it's doing. It's not picking it up out of the air. It's literally taking it off of the tower that's grounded with those signals. And he thinks he's discovered how God's talking to him. It has nothing to do with an external source. Creator wants to talk to you. He ain't got to fucking use no burning bush to talk to you. Yeah, just knowing that he's got a hot dog on a stick now to go with his cucumber and his flayed penis. And that's just adding to the. That's what I said. I'm like, I'm fucking done, man. I'm like, dude, this is fucking. The exact opposite of fucking brilliance. I would call it, they say there's a fine line, brilliance and insanity. That motherfucker had done tiptoed and danced all over that and swirls and shit a long time ago. I think he fell down on his face on the other side of that fucking line because he is rolling in it, laying on his back, looking at the moon with fucking cardboard cutouts, talking about, no, it's not doing a fucking cartwheel because the pictures I pinned up on this wire say it's not. See, it's perfectly normal. He never looks at his sky. He lays on his back next to his farmer's cornfield out there, just doing pretty good, and fucking talking to himself and understanding that only you can lay on your back and look at these cardboard cutouts of the moon and understand. It's not doing cardboard. Like, what the fuck is this guy on? He's the worst troll ever. He's got a hot dog and a stick talking to God now. How you doing, Asandi?
Had cucumber on a stick, now hot dog on a stick.
All right, coffee, be safe, bro. He had the cucumber, now he's got the hot dog. Hot dog smoking, bro. Like, fuck. You know why they're getting the radio transmission? Because that's a radio transmission tower that's sending out the signal and they're grounding to it. Of course, it's not a miracle. That the hot dog is making radio noises. Are you fucking kidding me? It's like running a fucking needle across a record kind of thing. Hey Judith, how you doing? I hope you're having a good Monday. In fact, you're here. You made my Monday better. Been sitting here going through semantics and making sure everything's completely understood. I'm loving the questions being asked out here. Um, he's recording me and taking it home and making notes and coming back with really good questions that I've been extremely excited to give all the information I can on. Um, and I've been learning about their culture hand in hand. It's been an awesome trip. We're fixing to go to Mike and Cheyenne's out there at their ranch soon, because he's got some stuff I think to do this week. So while he's doing that, we're going to go down there and dump our pooper and fill up on some water and then come back up. Um, we still got more showers in here. I mean, like we got water, but by the time we make it down there, we'll need more water coming up and everything. Get some more meat in the freezer, uh, and then we're going to come back up to. I guess So I think we're going to where he plants his crops, and we're going to camp out for I don't know however long he'll tolerate our presence. I'm having a really good visit with the guy. We have so much in common, so much common ground um, with Hopi teachings. Um, they definitely have some original design going on. I'm curious how they do their healing because he heals. He's a healer. He's asked me if I've seen a healer. No, no, I've never seen anybody else do what I'm doing. I've seen people in the movies with a rattle because he's explained to me how he's seen people do it with rattles or different objects and stuff. And I'm like, well, I use Creator. Creator uses me, actually, in perfect uh, English. Creator uses me. I am the rattle. Yeah, knowledge is the key. So I'm anxious to show him how to make plants dance and all. I don't know if they do it or have tried. I have no idea. I'm not asking too many questions because I don't want to step on sacred knowledge. Like, come across like I'm trying to learn that from him because or any of them because it's not actually what I'm here to do. Um, the only thing I care to do is very detailed uh, inform them how I've come across this information. That way they can look at it and decide for themselves, just like you. And there is some semantics involved there because there's not equal words in both languages in some cases. So we're making sure that the semantics are covered and having some really good conversations doing it. It's fucking, again, another beautiful thing. I was really apprehensive coming down here because I didn't want to deal with what we've already dealt with. Not that it was a bad thing, but I feel like the information was ignored. None of the people seemed to be benefited here in Hopi for the information we shared years ago, and it was discouraging. So, Crater had literally shown me somebody knocking at the door, and I'm like, well, I don't know where that's going to happen, but we're going to go give that the opportunity to do it. And I'm going to talk to the people about their corn. And yeah, all of a sudden, knock at the door. And I think we're getting some headway. I don't think. I know we're getting the goal accomplished. And it's been a beautiful meeting. I can't wait to go up there and set up glass at his fields and uh, bonfire and guitars coming up. We'll have a live out there if we got signal. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, and we're exchanging a good little bit. He's really, I can tell he's into the information too. It's meaning stuff for him, like the slag we found down here in Holbrook and Winslow area, all that stuff. Um, that's out here, of course. He's seen everything we've seen as far as the mesas go. We've walked hundreds of miles of Arizona Mesa, and the difference is these are a little bit bigger than both ranches down there that Michael and Cheyenne took us to their boss's ranch and both his ranch too. Let alone that fucking Mesa sitting right next to him. The U.S. government put a fucking airstrip on and a secret base inside and blew up from the inside. That's some weird shit all by itself. Every day you sitting there looking at that Mesa wondering, did they have experimental things in there that might escape some point? Because I mean, they fucking collapsed the goddamn base from the inside out. And I'm like, that's that's some crazy shit, people. And that's right next to Michael and Cheyenne's fucking property right there. All these mesas have history. They have tunnels in them down there. By them, we've seen the fucking elephants and dolphins up on the mesas still. It's the same out here, I'm sure. I don't even need to look. I don't even need to look. We've seen Snake Mountain, for God's sake, with our own eyes, and we saw the same snake sitting in Being Angel's fucking several times in their yard. You know, snake head right here, the curled snake, it's up on its fucking self. How you doing, y'all? Knowledge is the key to unification. We need to proliferate the knowledge so humanity can unify under the truth of what they were designed to be. Because if they don't know, they ain't going to pass next year's conflagration, Nova event, and all that good stuff. Simple as that. That's that's the word of the Lakota Sioux medicine wheel right there. They will not pass past 2025 unless you get your shit together. Therefore, the wisdom holders must release the wisdom to the people of the land. That's their prophecy of 2015. I was like, well, and then in an 8 hour, 9 hour conversation we had with their council, and all that, they agreed that the Hopi prophecy was walking hand in hand with their medicine wheel because they kind of liked the marks I got, and they understood the old language as I described it to them, just like I've been doing here with the gentleman that keeps coming back, Jesse. I've been showing him the hieroglyph and explaining to him the physics of it and the details of the monitors that we've been getting them out of. We've got the links to the fucking lucky. I've made videos to the fucking was it the the moose cat the weather station up there in Alaska. UV detector 25 foot in the air so it doesn't pick any radiant UV up. It's picking up auroras. It's an aurora station. And, unfortunately, they closed it down, but they do have the station there with the fucking parameters and all things that would be pertinent to understanding that image that's overlaid on that fisheye is a magnetosphere that matches Ra's long and short end of a V neck. It's fucking amazing. And it'll remain that sun's magnetosphere until that sun is no more. That is determined at the atomic level of the magnet. Boom. Simple physics. And a lot of their drawings hold these simple physics in them. They have the centrifugals and the centripetals and the magnetosphere drawings on some of their fucking drawings. They're fucking obviously magnetospheres with heads and stuff. They're representing the planets and the suns as living beings, just like we were doing in Giza. The truth, the reality that they are spirits created by the Creator that are protecting your life every day, not some molten magna fucking bullshit that they fucking want you to believe. Mother Earth is first creation. She's a living fucking being. She has a spark, a sun inside of her. It burns green ish. We were debating that. It's like a turquoise green, but darker in the green. what I've seen, anyways. Um, so I just say it's a green sun for argument's sake, instead of arguing detail over what color it is because I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I saw it through her eyes. She showed me her son. She showed me her perspective of her inner womb, and it's massive continents round her like an egg. Continents. It's not a small cave. It's huge. I'd say they got more land space in there than we do out here. We're mostly water up here. See how that works? Crazy shit. Anyway, we've got working models for that. NASA provided a good lesson for folks when they put water in microgravity with tea leaves. It starts to rotate in the polarity of the fucking sun, just like shown in billion. I could have made billions, and as it rotates, the tube coalesces from pole to pole. I'm like, oh wow. So what you do with that water, it freezes in space. And what happens when you freeze water with a magnet in it? It creates a huge egg-shaped void. Okay, so we live on the shell of an egg, and inside there, there's a burning sun that protects your life every fucking day. And we got to take our magnet and add to it because we're going to have a nova event, and you can't do that without understanding she's real. And that, to me, begins with feel your magnet. It's real. Instantaneous at a distance. It is reactive to hers. And you're right on her. But you got to accept in your heart she's a real living being. And you're designed in an amazing way by an amazing creator. And go with that. All of a sudden, you don't need to know me, but you will. You'll now listen to Creator and Mother in your heart and be where you need to be when you need to be there. It happens that way. I was literally shown someone knocking at the door, and I was like, so you're going to drive hundreds of miles away from a shop that's buying everything you're fucking making in a vehicle that might not make it there with a fucking $1,000 in your goddamn pocket and expect to fucking, here we are. What you got? Creator is fucking amazing. Creator's had enough of this bullshit, and Creator says, go spread the motherfucking news. They're amazing, and you wait with love to fucking embrace your brothers and get them back there healing the planet heaven. And that's the goal. On this stage, we ain't visiting a whole bunch of tribes. We have one goal. If they get up there and start healing the planet, that means they've already started fixing what they did here and stop the process of fucking nuclear destruction and shit. So we'll be all around next year. That'd be great. And understanding what we are and fucking in harmony, bring back the fucking original design through the conflagration. Everybody's still here after the flash. That would be great. I don't see that happening. But in some version between fucking that and this, and yeah, I see that because Creator's definitely going to make some shit fucking dance. I'm just giving people some warning so they don't shit themselves inside out. Because I intended on shitting myself a little at least. This is going to be exciting as fuck. No matter what they do, we're changing suns. We're going to change suns. We're going to see the heavenly host. We're going to fucking roll back onto the fucking original sun and be reunited with our original energies and come back maybe. Infinite swirl for a few minutes. So I'm guessing you probably didn't hear much of that. It's okay. They can't stop Creator and Mother talking to you. Get to know your magnet, people. Embrace your design. It's a known thing now. It's an answer that you can put your fucking hands on and touch and feel and understand. But only you can do that. I can't do that for you. How are you feeling today, Judith? You feeling all right? I hope you're here. That's encouraging. Chico's on guard. Let me make sure I'm up to date here. Yep. Just want to make sure we're still live. Yeah, they cut me on circles when I talk about dumb shit like unification and how, why, when, where, how amazing you are, they are. It's like nobody wants to be amazing over here on YouTube. I don't know. You're on the phone. Me too. Boy, it's beat up too after everything we've put it through. My fucking phone's looking rough. How many times you seen me drop this son bitch in the snake pit on big rocks, bigger than they should be? Yeah, that's how the screen looks right now. You can tell I don't really give a fuck about fucking flashy phones. I got one of these. They call them what? Burner phone. You fucking buy it for $40 and you throw it away after doing your criminal activity on it. And I hold on to that motherfucker for a couple years, doing all kinds of criminal activities, following the flowers all over the fucking west, northwest, all the way into fucking Minnesota, up near Canada and shit, across the United States, northern Dakota, South Dakota, Utah, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico. Man made bullshit. All of it. All of it. Without any damn. Everything we've seen. I can't say every single peak because we didn't check every single peak, but that 10,000 foot one with snow on it, we built that one too. That was scary to drive over. We had to do it slow, stopping every couple of feet, looking at the fucking rocks and puking. I was so overwhelmed with the information, I didn't know what to do with it. I couldn't even make sense of it at that point. Why were we making them this big? I didn't want the Rocky Mountains to be man made. Are you fucking kidding me? Why were we doing shit that big and amazing and then blew it up and hit it from ourselves? Oh, yeah. It's that planet heaven thing, isn't it? They were having problem procreating, planting crops, feeding their people. Every single time I read a news story, it was all about their shield failed this time and things are worse. Their shield failed this time. And fuck, man, look, things are worse. They moved here. That's why. We built them cities and then hid them from ourselves. Marduk became Ra, and Ninja Gita became Toth. They stole our pantheon, which wasn't a worship thing. It was we were drawing literal planets and suns as living entities because that's what the fuck they are. And that's how they have them drawn out here too. Their traditions. I've seen some of their symbols that resemble that in physics, and it's like, wow, that's that's your magnetic centripetal centrifugal circles. That's very energetic right there. Uh, and he's been through electronics school. Are you fucking kidding me? He understands magnetism, induction, and everything. We're really having a good visit here. Yeah, letting you know it's going great. He actually understands physics. I'm like, wow, this is a good thing. The language sometimes that I use is a little bit different than his. It takes a couple of he'll come back with a question and be like, oh, boom, and then that detail's figured out. That's kind of how we're going through this whole thing. I'm walking him through step by step. He's walking me back, and can you tell I'm excited and happy that we actually decided to stop here this time? We've driven through Hopi. I've been upset because of their government a couple of times, and been like, fuck this shit. I ain't wasting my time. We got other tribes to see. Remember all those times? But we had to get those tribes driving through here anyway. And I figured I'd stop by and talk to somebody while we were here because we had missed them the time through. We'd missed them the time here. And because of me being upset with their fucking government not taking notice, I gave them fucking specific warning way better than YouTube. But anyway, seeing other tribes react completely differently. They telling their tribes all about the moon. They're building greenhouses. They're fucking preparing for what's coming for the last couple of years. Really encouraging. Thank you again. And now we're here, and I'm telling you, we were talking to the wrong people. I was talking, not we. I chose to talk to their government officials that apparently the one I spoke to isn't there anymore. That's cool. There was some kind of switch over there. I don't know what happened, but I was happy to hear that because I kind of got along with Stuart and his assistant Susan. It was their boss that had gotten shitty, like about the Navajo and that whole deal there in the land, and how he rejected his fellow tribes trying to get off of the coast. That guy didn't care for it too much. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? These these people are literally having visions of drowning, and we're on our side, and you like go to the Navajo. I'm so sorry. And then I did. That's where we met Joseph, of course. And unfortunately, a lot of the elders are not here anymore that we've met. Okay, well, how you doing today? You feeling all right, relatively speaking? Hoping you're feeling better than you were yesterday, and the day before, just a little bit more today. You know how it goes around here. Good but tired. Well, you should get some rest then, especially if you have a busy day still ahead of you. I don't know what your schedule. Definitely make sure you're getting rest. Your strength is needed, young lady. We have a monumental task ahead of us. It should be the easiest thing we try. All indications are good. 6 weeks. That's an awful lot of time when you're doing the radiation on that. Well, Creator's gonna put some energy in that fucking machine. Make sure that's what you get. I've seen it work for people. Just happen to know you gonna be one of them. I don't have anything to eat. It's okay. I'm still here. He looked up like he couldn't see anything. He's like, what's weird? Poor little puppy. Born with shitty eyes and shitty ears. Doesn't seem to slow him down though, does it? He's just a puppy. Sure as hell acts like
Those some pretty shitty eyes.
that. He has some pretty shitty eyes. He does. He's like, he'll stare. Try to find you.
Go cross-eyed.
He's like, I haven't really moved, Kev. Short session, good. Well, I guess over the years they've found better ways to target it too. That way they don't have to radiate your whole fucking body and shit like they used to. Um, of course, and there's been strides and it seems to be working. But I hope while you're doing that, you're pumping yourself full of CBDs and good medicine to heal with, because that's going to multiply the beneficial effects. Yeah, I guess we're walking the dogs.
Seems to work.
Okay, hello. Good luck, Chico.